Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Ance. I'm back again, and today we're coming back at you again with another roster update video here, and will be the show 21. Even though the World Series is about to kick off, the MLB season is unfortunately coming to an end. We still have one more roster update coming to you, and then will be the show 21. Your last chance to cash in on some investments. Be prepared for the rest of the year. Definitely going to be needing stubs throughout the end of this game's life cycle. We've seen with these World Series BR any program guys, with how juiced they are coming out right now, these cards are sticking at 1 million stubs for quite a while. It could be not far away from cards that never get under 1 million stubs in this game, and you're going to want to have stubs prepared and ready to capitalize, attack, and obtain those cards. So we got one more roster update left. We're going to break down all of my investments here for this final update. We will be looking at teams that made the championship series or are in the World Series, so teams that just played in the wild card division series. Maybe a little bit of investability there, but to me, not enough sample size for anything significant. So we're going to be looking at the Dodgers, the Red Sox, the Braves, and the Astros. Those are the 4 teams we're going to be breaking down, looking at who we can invest in to make some stubs here in the final roster update following the World Series. So first off, out the gate here with HERNANDEZ, we all have seen what he's done in this postseason. If you watched our roster update video from before the postseason started, you saw us mention HERNANDEZ as a guy who had the potential to pop off, and he did just that. If you had invested him at the time, it was around 100 stubs or so. Currently up to 2,000 stubs on the buy now, 976 on the sell now. With the Red Sox being eliminated, maybe he drops in price ever so slightly, makes him a little bit more investable. Obviously, a guy like Kike, a lock to get to gold. That's an overdue upgrade. He was deserving of being a gold before the playoffs started. So then the question comes, can he possibly get to diamond? It's probably unlikely, but we have seen crazier things happen in the past. It certainly wouldn't be out of the question for him to get up to diamond, especially because he only has bronze hitting stats, as you can see on his card there, 58, 66, 55, 72. He's gonna get some pretty significant upgrades there, and you never know what could happen. Last year, of course, with the ROSARIO, he went from bronze all the way up to diamond. Obviously, he didn't have much of a sample size for his career coming into that, which hurts a guy like HERNANDEZ, but I still think he has a shot to possibly get up to the diamond tier. Certainly a lock to be going gold. So worst case, if you're buying him close to 1,000, you still can't lose stubs whenever he does go up into that gold tier. Next guy we're looking at here, MARTINEZ. Had a little bit of a better postseason than I think many people are giving him credit for. Obviously, all the hype, all the focus was on Kike, but MARTINEZ had a really good postseason. Now, of course, in terms of upgradability, he does already have good hitting stats. He has very bad defense on his card, which is why he's a 77 overall, but there is still some room to grow for his offensive attributes. He did hit 344 with over 1,100 OPS during the postseason, so certainly a really strong sample size of playing really well when it matters. Certainly could get some upgrades there. He only needs the +3 to find himself up into that gold tier. That's 77 overall. That's not a massive upgrade. He doesn't need a ton to find himself back as a gold card. He's been one before. Definitely has the potential to get back there again. And you look at his location, 102 on the sell now. That's risk-free as it gets. You can't lose any subs right now on a MARTINEZ investment. And he has a pretty solid opportunity to find himself becoming a gold caliber player once we get that roster update after the finish of the World Series. Those are the only 2 guys I'm looking at for the Red Sox. Nick Pivetta, he was great. He had an awesome postseason, but he's just a 74 bronze, so tough to really see any significant upgrades happening there. We're not really doing the bronze to silver investments at this point. So moving on over now here to the AL West and the Astros. First off, out the gate, we got CORREA. CORREA has been having a solid postseason. Definitely has been a good player for this team. I don't know if where he's at right now necessarily gets him up to diamond. I do want to see a little bit more of him, a little bit more out of him. Of course, though, he's guaranteed at least 4 more games to play within the World Series. He does only have silver hitting attributes, so a lot of room to grow offensively. 854 OPS, 297 average. Those are great numbers. Is it enough to get him up to the diamond tier? I'm not sure. Obviously, a precedent of him being a diamond player before certainly helps a lot in this scenario. And if he puts together a solid World Series effort, I think he's a really good look at getting up to diamond. Take a look at his price as well. Only 2,600 on the sell now, so a lot of room to capitalize and make profit were he to go diamond. Of course, if he doesn't, we would expect him to get back to 1,000 subs quick sell status. So a little bit of risk on that front. But if he starts doing anything in the World Series, expect his price to increase significantly when that does happen. Of course, Yordan Alvarez, we've seen his price go up. He's had an incredible series. ALCS MVP, well deserving of that. I'm not sure if he has the ability to get up to diamond. The common defense holds him back a lot. He already has really good hitting attributes across the board as well. That's not to say he couldn't get a +5, especially if he continues to hit over 500 when they get to the World Series. But it's certainly going to be difficult for a guy like Alvarez. Now, even still, that being said, at his price at 1,300 stubs, not a whole lot of risk. You're coming in and using in your investments. And better yet, if he continues to hit in the World Series how he did in the ALCS, we certainly have a strong opportunity to sell off the hype. When it's game one and Yordan Alvarez hits a 3-run homer against the Braves, don't expect him to be 2,000 subs anymore. People are going to buy off the hype, and you have a lot of opportunity to come in and sell off that hype, cash in, make some profit there. That's probably the best play with Yordan Alvarez, albeit he does have an outside shot still of getting to that diamond caliber. The other thing I want to talk about here, Christian Javier has been really good for the Astros in the roles that they've been using him. So far this postseason, 7 2/3 innings pitched, 0 runs given up. Now, of course, looking at his card, you can see his walks per 9. Big room to grow there. He's walked 4 so far in that 7 2/3 inning sample size, which is certainly deserving of better than a 37 walks per 9. Even if 4 walks over 7 2/3 innings isn't elite by any stretch of the matter, certainly better than a 37 rating. That's what I'm watching on him in the World Series, though. If Javier can continue to limit walks in any fashion in the World Series, he's deserving of a nice walks per 9 upgrade. And as long as he keeps limiting hits, not giving up any runs as well, I think he has a solid shot to get up into that gold tier with a +4 overall. Certainly from 76, a little bit more of an outside shot. He needs a big room to grow. You take a look at his price, so quick sell value, 0 risk investment, can't lose stubs on this. You can buy 1,000,000 of them at 100 stubs. He's not going to be going down to bronze tier, so buy them all up at 100 subs. If he doesn't go, you have some nice fodder for Team Affinity 5 exchanges, or you can quick sell, get your subs back immediately. And one thing I want to mention with the Astros, Lance McCullers Jr., also incredible this postseason. With his injury, he does have his sample size limited. I think that keeps him from being investable. I've had some people be asking about him. I think because of that, he doesn't really have the opportunity to get a +5 into that diamond tier, unfortunately. Now on to the Braves. Of course, we have Eddie Rosario, the hero of the Braves postseason so far. What an incredible story he's had. Love seeing him go insane. He's going to be getting up to that gold tier. Of course, look at his price. 1,600 stubs on the sell now. But of course, with the Braves in the World Series, he's going to get a chance to get some more ABs. If he continues to hit how he's hitting right now, does he have the chance to go up to diamond? I think it's probably a little unlikely given the sample size that he has and the track record he has, but I don't think it's out of the question at all. Again, also another good opportunity where you can come in and sell off the hype. If Eddie Rosario comes up big in the World Series like he did in the NLCS, expect his price to go up as he performs and continues to do incredible stuff here in this postseason. Certainly a bit of an outside shot there to get up to that diamonds. 100% a lock to go gold, though. Now, a guy on the Braves, a lot of people overlooking, Ian Anderson. He has been dominant so far this postseason, coming up big when the Braves are needed it, especially with some of the injuries that they've had, losing guys like Soroka early on this year. Guys like Ian Anderson coming up big for that pitching staff has been huge for the Braves. Now, you look at where he has room to upgrade on his card. Ks per 9, walks per 9. He's got 12 strikeouts so far in 12 innings this postseason, certainly deserving of an upgrade over 61, and just 4 walks over those 12 innings as well. So possibly a Ks per 9 and walks per 9 upgrade for Ian Anderson. We'll see how he performs in the World Series at a 76, a +4. Not the easiest to obtain, but it's certainly possible for Ian Anderson to obtain that. You take a look at his locations as well. Another guy here at quick sell with 0 risk to invest. So certainly some guys we're talking about that have some risk, but on the other end, we have a lot of guys like Ian Anderson, quick sell value entirely, 0 risk involved in investing in him in the slightest. Quickly, other guy we're looking at here, Tyler MATZEK, bronze to gold, very unlikely. So I don't see MATZEK as an investment option. Obviously, the chance is there, We'll see how he performs in the World Series. If he continues to absolutely dominate, it's not outside of the question. But again, bronze to gold, very unlikely. I've had a lot of people asking about him, so just my 2 cents there on a guy like MATZEK. Now, finally, the last team we're looking at here, the Dodgers. We got 2 players, Ryan. Of course, Chris Taylor. He's going gold. He's been incredible this postseason. We know that's happening. Chances of him going diamond on top of that, very unlikely. Take a look at his locations. 779, so he's dropped ever so slightly in price, slightly under quick sell value, so there's technically some profit to be made there. I think a guy like Chris Taylor, though, at 779, his price has already come down a little bit, and he's just about a lock to go gold. This is a guy where we can come in and have our pre-order orders in. I can come in and have several hundred orders at 500 subs on Chris Taylor, and then when he goes gold, those orders will be fulfilled. I can then quick sell them for 1,000 subs. We can make a ton of profit like that. I think Chris Taylor is the perfect example of a guy that is primed for some pre-orders. Definitely not investing in him at 800 subs a piece. Don't see him going diamond. Dodgers eliminated, so no more chances for him to get a stronger sample size of playing at the elite caliber that he's played this postseason, but certainly a great opportunity to come in, get some pre-orders in, and capitalize on that front. Now, the last guy we're looking at here, Pollock. Flying a little under the radar with how good Chris Taylor was playing, but Pollock, another guy who stepped up big for the Dodgers in light of all the injuries that they've had in this postseason. He's 81 overall, so a +4 could be tough. Be it for a 935 OPS this postseason. And as you can see, he has pretty solid contact numbers, but his power numbers are lacking. 935 OPS definitely could be deserving of some power upgrades. Obviously hit for really good average as well. So could we see a little bit of an average boost for contact versus right and left, along with some power boosts to get him a +4 overall to diamond? It could be certainly going to be tough with his 65 fielding attribute, but it's not entirely out of the question that it happens. Of course, we look at his location, quick sell value. So another guy here at entirely quick sell, zero risk at all. You cannot lose stubs, and investing on the potential that Pollock gets an upgrade. Worst case scenario, you can quick sell him, have him for Team Affinity 5 exchanges. So all these guys that we're looking at quick sell, you can go fully in on, go crazy on. It doesn't matter. You can't lose stubs. Some of the other guys, you're really kind of banking on getting some massive upgrades, which are certainly potential on both fronts. Overall, lots of investment opportunity here with this final roster update upcoming. Last chance to cash in. One of the best ways to make stubs in this game. We got one more opportunity. You got to cash in while it's still here. If you enjoyed this video, definitely be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Let me know down in the comment section below, who do you think is going to get upgraded in this last roster update? That'll come at the conclusion of the World Series. Until next time, though, I'll catch y'all around.